Floppy disks were a popular and widely used data storage device in the late 20th century. The floppy disk was a thin, flexible disk that was housed in a plastic square or rectangular case. The disk itself was made of a thin, magnetic material and was used to store data for computers. The disk was inserted into a floppy disk drive that read the data stored on the disk. Floppy disks were used for a variety of purposes, including data backup, data transfer between computers, and software installation. They were popular due to their low cost, portability, and ease of use. They also allowed computer users to store and transport small amounts of data without the need for a larger and more expensive storage device. CRT, cathode ray tube, monitors were once the standard for computer displays. They were large, heavy, and cumbersome compared to modern monitors, but they were also the only option for many years. CRT monitors worked by using an electron gun to project a beam of electrons onto a phosphor-coated screen. The electrons would then excite the phosphors, causing them to emit light and produce the images that were displayed on the screen. CRT monitors were popular due to their affordability and wide availability. They were also capable of displaying high-quality images, making them a popular choice for home and office use. However, they had a few drawbacks. For example, they were large and heavy, making them difficult to move and transport. They were also prone to electromagnetic interference, which could cause interference in nearby devices. With the advent of LCD, liquid crystal display, and LED, light-emitting diode, technology, CRT monitors became less popular. LCD and LED monitors offered several advantages over CRT monitors, including lighter weight, smaller size, lower power consumption, and less electromagnetic interference. They also offered higher resolution and better color accuracy. VHS, video home system, tapes were once the dominant format for home video recording and playback. They were large, plastic tapes that were housed in a rectangular case and used to store video content, such as movies and television shows. VHS tapes were played using a VHS player, which would read the video content stored on the tape and display it on a television screen. VHS tapes became popular in the 1980s and were widely used for home video recording and playback. They offered several advantages over other video formats at the time, including longer recording times and the ability to record and play back live television. They were also relatively affordable, making them a popular choice for home entertainment. However, with the advent of digital video technology, VHS tapes became less relevant. Digital video formats, such as DVD and Blu-ray, offered higher picture and sound quality, as well as more convenient features, such as instant replay and skip functions. In addition, digital video formats were less prone to degradation and could be stored and played back without any loss of quality. Cassette tapes were a popular format for music and audio recording and playback in the late 20th century. They were small, plastic tapes that were housed in a rectangular case and used to store audio content, such as music and spoken word recordings. Cassette tapes were played using a cassette player, which would read the audio content stored on the tape and play it through speakers or headphones. Cassette tapes were popular due to their affordability, portability, and ease of use. They were widely used for music playback and were also commonly used for dictation and other recording purposes. In addition, the ability to record and create custom mixes on cassette tapes made them popular for personal use. However, as digital audio technology advanced, cassette tapes became less relevant. The introduction of compact discs, CDs, and digital audio players, such as the iPod, offered several advantages over cassette tapes, including better sound quality, longer playback time, and the ability to store and play a larger number of tracks. Rotary phones were a type of telephone that were widely used in the 20th century. They were characterized by their circular dial, which was used to dial numbers, and their sturdy, desktop design. Rotary phones were connected to the telephone network through a physical telephone line and required manual operation to make a call. Rotary phones became popular in the mid-20th century and were widely used in homes and businesses. They were known for their reliability and durability, as well as their simple and straightforward operation. In addition, rotary phones were compatible with early telephone exchanges, making them widely available for use. However, as technology advanced and the telephone network became more sophisticated, rotary phones became less relevant. The introduction of touch-tone phones, which used buttons instead of a dial to make calls, offered several advantages over rotary phones, including faster dialing and the ability to use advanced telephone services, such as call forwarding and call waiting. Fax machines were a type of technology that were widely used for sending and receiving printed documents over telephone lines. They worked by scanning a physical document and converting it into a digital format, which was then transmitted over the telephone network to a receiving fax machine, which would print out a physical copy of the document. Fax machines became popular in the late 20th century and were widely used in homes and businesses. They were seen as a convenient alternative to traditional mail and offered several advantages, including faster delivery times and the ability to send and receive documents instantly. In addition, fax machines were relatively affordable and easy to use, making them a popular choice for small offices and home use. Personal digital assistants, PDAs, were handheld computing devices that were popular in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. They were designed to be portable and offer a range of features, such as personal organization, internet connectivity, and basic computing capabilities. PDAs were often small, handheld devices with touch screens and stylus inputs, and were designed to be carried and used on the go. PDAs became popular in the 1990s and were seen as a convenient way to stay organized and connected while on the go. They offered features such as personal calendars, contacts, and to-do lists, and also allowed users to access the internet and send and receive email. In addition, PDAs were often equipped with basic computing capabilities, such as the ability to create and edit documents, and were seen as a powerful tool for business and personal use. Game Boy cartridges were a type of physical game media that was used for the Nintendo Game Boy, a popular handheld gaming device that was released in 1989. Game Boy cartridges were small, rectangular devices that were inserted into the Game Boy's cartridge slot, allowing users to play their favorite games on the go. Game Boy cartridges were widely used throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, and offered a convenient and portable way to play games. They were easy to use, as users simply had to insert the cartridge into their Game Boy and start playing. The games themselves were stored on the cartridges, and could be taken anywhere, making it possible to play games while traveling, at school, or at home. Polaroid cameras were a type of instant camera that was popular from the late 1940s to the early 2000s. They were known for their ability to produce physical, tangible photographs in just a matter of minutes, without the need for film development. Polaroid cameras used a unique instant film system, where the film was self-contained within the camera and automatically developed as the picture was taken. This allowed users to capture and view their photos immediately, without having to wait for the film to be developed. In addition, Polaroid cameras were often compact and portable, making them a popular choice for travel and outdoor photography.